School of Arts and Sciences Newark's annual awards banquet. My name is Spencer Nightfinger, and I will be one of your MCs for the evening alongside my wonderful colleague, Chaz Valens. And we are very excited to celebrate our incredible 2023 award recipients and graduates alongside our wonderful leadership, faculty, staff, and our students, friends, and families who are tuned in on our live stream. Hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Our annual awards banquet is one of our favorite events of the year. I'm glad to be back in Paul Robeson Campus Center, where we're going to recognize some of our most outstanding SASN scholars. They truly are some of the best and brightest students on campus, and we're honored to recognize their accomplishments this afternoon.
If you haven't already grabbed a refreshment and a bite to eat, please feel free to do so. We have a beautiful spread of food, courtesy of Sandra Draper, Carl Provenzano, and the wonderful team in dining and catering.
Today, we're going to begin with our opening remarks from Dr. Sophia Pinto-Figueroa, our amazing Associate Dean of Undergraduate Education and Dean of Academic Services. Then we will hear from our keynote speaker and beloved Dean, Dr. Jacqueline Mattis, before welcoming our faculty and staff to the stage to assist with announcing the awards.
Please also note that we have our step and repeat next to the stage, so presenters and recipients, you're all invited to take a quick photo as we proceed off of the stage after receiving your award. Well, without further ado, we'd like to invite Dr. Sophia Pinto-Figueroa to the stage to kick off today's ceremony.
Good afternoon. Ooh. Hello? Can you hear me? Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. All right. Thank you for joining us today at SASN's annual awards banquet. Before introducing our keynote speaker, I do want to take a moment to acknowledge all of our wonderful guests in attendance. First, I'd like to welcome Chancellor Nancy Cantor. Executive Vice Chancellor Sherry Ann Butterfield. Senior Vice Chancellor John Gunkel. Dean Jacqueline Mattis. Senior Associate Dean Karen Kaplan and the entire Dean's office. Our wonderful faculty, staff, and students that are in attendance tonight. The Rutgers-Newark Alumni Association, who's also here in attendance tonight. And just a few more, I promise. Paul Robeson Campus Center, reservations, dining services, and the wonderful staff of the Office of Academic Services for putting together this wonderful event. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, I want to begin by introducing our amazing and wonderful keynote speaker, Dr. Jacqueline Mattis, who is the Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences at Rutgers University, Newark. I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. Dr. Mattis earned her BA in psychology from New York University and her PhD in clinical psychology from the University of Michigan. Her research focuses on the role of religion and spirituality in the lives of African American and Afro-Caribbean youth and adults, and on the factors that are associated with positive psychological and psychosocial development of urban residing African American and Afro-Caribbean youth and adults. In particular, she uses quantitative and qualitative methods to explore the factors that contribute to volunteerism, civic engagement, altruism, compassion, empathy, forgiveness, optimism, and positive parenting among urban residing African American and Afro-diasporic people. Dean Mattis has a long list of awards, accolades, and scholarship. However, what makes Dean Mattis stand out to me is her sincerity, compassion, and commitment to students, staff, and faculty. For all of our award recipients today, if you have an opportunity at the conclusion of today's events, I invite you to go up to Dean Mattis and introduce yourself. if you have not already met her. She is an inspiration and genuinely a wonderful person that you do not want to miss out on meeting. Without further ado, I welcome up to the stage Dean Jacqueline Mattis to provide us with the keynote remarks.
Good afternoon. That was so weak. We're gonna start that over again. Right. Good afternoon. Fantastic. First and foremost, I want to take a moment to ask the family members of our awardees to just raise your hand. Are there any family members here? A couple? Okay. For family, faculty, staff, our leadership team, and for our awardees or to our awardees, welcome. This is one of my favorite times of the year because we get an opportunity to just double down on celebrating those who have over the years done the kind of work that make this kind of space special. So I'll start by congratulating you on your outstanding achievements and for the culmination of a successful academic journey. We're more than overjoyed to celebrate you. I'm gonna start out by just saying, if you remember back to when you first started at Sciences-Newark, think about whether you could have predicted you're here from you're there. Most of us in these moments realize that you couldn't have predicted that there would be a particular faculty member who would blow your mind, who would really make you stop and think about questions that you would never have asked, contemplate issues and ideas that were way beyond the scope of what you had been engaging with before you entered this space. You wouldn't have imagined that you would read things or engage with community organizations that would push you beyond any limit that you could have imagined. And this moment here is the moment where we celebrate the fact that you made the decision to engage with those faculty, engage with those ideas, engage with those organizations in ways that transformed you, transformed them, and transformed us. More than ever before, we have to be mindful of the words of James Baldwin. James Baldwin is one of my favorite writers. And James Baldwin said, it is very nearly impossible to become an educated person in a country that is distrustful of the independent mind. The work of learning always happens in a sociopolitical context, and the sociopolitical context that we find ourselves in right now is one where there are constant questions about whether learning matters, whether spaces of learning are worth it, and whether the enterprise of engaging with each other and engaging with texts that people find uncomfortable is something that we should be doing. We find ourselves in a moment where people are trying to legislate away the opportunity to learn and engage with ideas that we need to engage with because they're part of the canon of what it means to be a human being. The work of learning always happens in a sociopolitical context, and learners, like learning, are always bound to the realities of the context in which they find themselves. There's a West African proverb that says, you are responsible for the space and time that gives you life. As people who have demonstrated a unique capacity of excellence in learning, you have a particular responsibility, a responsibility to confront and dismantle structures that would suggest that knowing and learning are dangerous. In many ways, you have to push against the idea that things are too dangerous to learn. Simultaneously, you have to pay attention to the benefits and the power of making it clear that indeed, learning is dangerous enough to change a world into something better than it currently is. Be rebellious in the work that you do as learners in much the same way that you have done that kind of rebellious work so far. I'm gonna make 3 quick points and then I'll sit down so you can enjoy your dinner. The first thing that I think is important for us to remember on a night like this is that the opportunity to learn and to learn at this level is an enormous privilege. Relatively few people on the planet get an opportunity to have a 4-year degree, especially from a research institution. We often talk about the problematics of privilege. Privilege is not inherently problematic, it's what you do with it. It is important for you to use the privilege that you have had to transform the spaces that you will occupy. Second, those of you who have the capacity to achieve excellence have the absolute responsibility to be excellent. Third, knowledge, despite the fact that we talk about returns on investment and the ways in which your degree will ultimately lead to better jobs, et cetera, locating the benefits of education in that way, I think, misses the point. Knowledge is not a private resource, it never has been. The work of learning and knowing is a relational act. It is a social act. It is a public necessity. You do not learn alone. The ideas that have shaped you have not been yours. They have been shaped, you have been shaped by ideas you encountered in readings with authors that you will never meet. You are shaped indelibly by the faculty who decided to show up fully in ways that will challenge you and that have challenged you. You did not do this alone, and it is important to remember that your education never has been and never will be a private resource. You learned by reading, you learned by arguing with and listening humbly to. You learned by asking questions and being challenged. None of this happens in silos. All of it happens in relationship, and all of it should continue to happen in relationship because, again, education is a community resource. It is particularly a community resource when you are educated in a public context. As a public university, we always have to remind ourselves and you that the public trusted you with the opportunity to gain knowledge. And the public trusts you to use that knowledge to the benefit of all of those who are on the other side of your degree. I'm going to leave you with a Chinese proverb, because why not? The proverb is this: if you are planning for a year, sow rice. If you're planning for a decade, plant trees. If you are planning for a lifetime, educate people. This proverb reminds us, and is such a, this proverb provides a powerful reminder of why achievement is so important and what makes education meaningful. It is about honoring your hard work and your commitment to doing well, but your excellence matters to the extent that, again, you use it to transform the world for the better. As scholars educated in a public university, your excellence and your educational attainments are powerful because they are transgenerational. Because your unique capacity to learn across disciplines suggests that each of you is especially well positioned to be part of a generational work of mastery and of making humanity again better than you found it. In whatever ways you choose to make a mark in the world, in whatever fields you choose to work in, I wish you well. Take the time to thank those who supported and fueled your education, whether those are family members, friends, faculty, and staff, and also your peers. Always remain humbled by the fact that there is more to learn than you currently know. I hope as we celebrate you this evening, you will take stock of the fact that your excellence has mattered. You have changed us, you've changed your faculty, you've changed your peers by becoming ready always to have meaningful conversations. Take your excellence in the world, be humble, be rebelliously brilliant, be compassionate in your excellence, but please do the work of making this world a better place. Thank you.
Thank you. Be rebelliously brilliant. I don't remember that forever. All right, so thank you so much, Humanities. Next, Humanities is going to introduce the School of Arts and Sciences Newark Dean's Award. So this award is given annually by the Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences Newark to one or more outstanding seniors for academic excellence. So I will call up to the stage Andrew Lee, Imtiaz Ahmed, Julia Tanaka, and Zalia Martin, so that Humanities can provide you with your awards for this year.
All right, thank you so much for that. Next, for our award, we'd like to invite to the stage Dr. Karen Kaplan, our Senior Associate Dean, to the stage to present the Richard Roby Memorial Award.
Good afternoon, everyone. So our first, the next of our awards, I should say, is the Richard C. Roby Memorial Award, which is given annually to a graduating senior for excellence in an area of study that reflects the scholarly interests of Richard C. Roby, former dean of the college and professor of American Studies. And this year, the reward is going to Tiffany Habersham, who is a history major and an art minor with a 3.8 GPA. I hear wonderful things about her. It's been a long time since I've been able to give one of these awards, and I'm just thrilled to be giving it to someone from the history department. Tiffany will be starting in our history BA MA accelerated program in the fall.
Congratulations. Now, please welcome Dr. John Randall, Chair of the Mathematics and Computer Science Department, to the stage to present the Charles Pine Award for 2023.
Hello. Well, even though this is a physics award, the two recipients are actually majoring in math. I actually knew Charles Pine many years ago. He was a former chair of the physics department, but he had a great interest in mathematics, and he endowed this award for excellence in mathematics or in the physical sciences. And the award this year, I'm not sure whether the recipients are here, are William Encarnacion and I can never pronounce his name, Ricardo Cantorero. If either of those are here. Oh, are we there? Okay, great. Hi. Now, I actually had you. You in a course during COVID, but it's very different to actually see you in person. So my colleagues speak very highly of you. I know that you're majoring in math, computer science, and minoring in data science, right? So congratulations.
Awesome, congratulations. Next, we'd like to welcome Rafiza Shahabuddin, President of the Rutgers University Newark Alumni Association, to the stage to present the John Faustus NCAS Alumni Award.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Rutgers Newark Alumni Association, many congratulations on being selected as this year's winner of the John Falstick NCAS Alumni Award. The award, established by the RNAA and named in memory of former NCAS Dean John Falstick, is given to a student in recognition of overall excellence in academics, extracurricular activities, and community service. The RNAA serves all alumni of the Newark College of Arts and Science, as well as the Graduate School Newark. The purpose of the association is to advance the best interests and well-being of the Rutgers University by engaging all alumni in the life of the institution through communication, programming, services, and volunteer opportunities. This year's recipient is Tananze August. Congratulations.
Now, we welcome back to the stage Dr. Sophia Pinto Figueroa to recognize our 2023 CAR scholars.
The Carr Scholarship is named for James Dickinson Carr, the first African-American graduate of Rutgers University. He was a Phi Beta Kappa inductee in 1891. He graduated from Columbia Law School in 1896 and became a member of the New York Bar Association. He was later appointed Assistant District Attorney of New York County. The scholarship has been in existence within the university since 1985. It is awarded to deserving incoming first-year and transfer students who demonstrate academic promise and who score well on one of the standardized tests. So I'd like to invite up our recipients: Alejandro Layana, Andrew Lee, Brian De La Cruz, Giovanna Castañeda, Ricardo Cantarero, and Sebastian Martin.
We'd now like to welcome our senior EOF counselor, Mr. Jaquel White, to the stage to present the Academic Foundation's Center Community Service Award.
Just to give you some, thank you for answering back. So, just to get to it, so this award is presented to graduating EOF scholars, students who contributed significantly to both campus and community activities. They told me I had a minute or two to talk, so I wrote a little something, sorry. So I'll be presenting this to Akua Asante. So Akua has worked on various projects with the Center for Discovery, Innovation, Development at Children's Specialized Hospital, aimed to improve overall well-being and quality of life for over 1,000 children and their families. Through her projects, she's worked to guide families to solutions for education, housing, food disparities, employment, and transportation. By working with the Children's Specialized Hospital, Akua has given the opportunity to work with partner programs such as Moms Helping Moms and Legal Services of New Jersey to provide essential baby items and guiding low-income families on legal issues in Newark, Union, Hamilton, and New Brunswick. Some of these legal issues were immigration, guardianship, education, and domestic violence. Because of her commitment to serving and education in her community for improvement, over 233 diapers were distributed to undeserved families, along with them walking away knowing their legal rights and how to find justice for themselves. So I present to you Akua Asante. Oh, sorry. Oh, see. Thank you. You got my back. I appreciate it.
Now we would like to welcome Professor Hyacinth Miller to the stage to present the awards from the Department of Africana Studies.
Good afternoon, everyone.
I'm here to present the Merit Award, which recognizes a high achieving student in the field of Africana Studies who has distinguished themselves or herself in service to the field and to the community. So I'll be presenting this award to Sanaya Cooper, who I met intimately last year. Let me qualify that. So we went on a study abroad to Benin, and we had the pleasure of spending 3 weeks together, learning about all things Benin, Dahomey, and she's a wonderfully gifted, intelligent, passionate young woman who will do Rutgers Newark proud. So, Sanaya. I also want to give a shout out to Avian Todd, who is actually traveling. She is the recipient of the Wendell A. Jean-Pierre Award of Excellence. This award was named in honor of Dr. Wendell A. Jean-Pierre, a former chairperson of the Department of Africana Studies, and a scholar on the Negritude poets, Césaire, Senghor, and Damas. It is given annually to the graduating senior who best exemplifies the department's mission to combine scholastic excellence with service to the field and to the community. Congratulations, Avian.
Now, I will introduce the wonderful faculty from our Department of Arts, Culture, and Media to present their awards, starting with the Art History Excellence Award.
Hi, I'm Professor Paul Sternberger, and I'm here to present the award to Anna Montiero for the excellence in art history. And I know Anna pretty well because I've worked with her since she came to Rutgers, but I thought I should Google her to see if there's anything that I missed. And one of the things that first thing that popped up was that she has 322,000 followers on Instagram. Then I realized that's the wrong Anna. That's Anna with 2 N's. But while Anna with 2 N's can tell us the best, the prettiest champagne eyeshadow with just the right amount of glitter, our Anna with 1 N, is a whole lot more interesting. She is an art history major with an anthropology minor, but what really has always impressed me about her is her inquisitiveness and exploring so many different fields and bringing things together and making them relevant to her art history degree, from film to theater and performance. She studied abroad. She was on that Benin study abroad that we were just hearing about. She also went to Cuba, where she was doing her research for her senior thesis, which was a really interesting study of a Cuban woman artist who does printmaking from non-traditional materials, exploring Afro-Cuban secret society imagery. And Anna is just one of those students who's just made such good use of her time as an undergraduate. And she's one of those students that I imagine in 10 years just being really excited and proud. Not proud in the sort of self-congratulatory way where it's like, oh, that was my student, but proud, like, I know her. And I think she's going to be one of those. So Anna.
Our next award is the Creative Achievement in Fine Arts Award.
One of the challenges of giving out the Creative Achievement in Fine Arts Award is there's so many arts in which one can be distinguished: painting, installation, sculpture, photography. How do you compare them? Well, this year we decided to give the award to someone who excels in all of them. Mehinor Abdu bridges, painting, installation, sculpture, photography, video, and performance art. Her work leans into her cultural identity, and she is a tireless advocate for raising awareness about violence against women. She managed to convince the department to give her studio space of her own, which she has used to install an exhibit called When the Pharaoh Stood Still, which is comprised of sculptures and paintings giving the experience of an ancient Egyptian who time traveled back to the pharaonic era, and where a female pharaoh gave insight into the everyday life of a royal, from anxious moments of trauma to healing and winding hopes of joy. The department was unanimous in singling her out because she goes well beyond her classwork. She makes art for both a deep personal conviction and to change the world. So I'm happy to give this to Mehinor Abdul.
Thank you very much. Our next award is the Creative Achievement in Graphic Design Award.
Good afternoon. What a joy to gather and celebrate our brilliant students today. I am thrilled and honored to present the Award for Creative Achievement in Graphic Design. This award is presented for outstanding accomplishment in the field of communications design, reflecting innovation, purpose, dedication, and craft. Here I have Mikhail Fernandez receiving this award, as well as Chantal Perez Corral and Joseph Chavez, who are not present today. Individually and collectively, these three students embody our program's mission to channel creativity, research, and technical skills to offer genuine and meaningful additions to our city, our communities, and our world. So let me talk a little bit about Mikhail Fernandez. Mikhail is courageous and a spirited person, showing great integrity, commitment, and purpose. While pursuing their major in graphic design and a minor in art history, Mikhail has maintained an active role in student leadership. As founder and president of the ACM Student Council, executive board member of the Rutgers Gaming Club, and peer advisor for the SASN office, all while making the Dean's List all 4 years of their undergraduate path and maintaining a 3.9 GPA. As part of Visual Means and under the leadership of Professor Jennifer Bernstein, Mikhail, along Chantal Perez Corral, who also is receiving this award, have been a part of the collaboration with the RUN Mellon Faculty Fellowship, designing an engagement toolkit to facilitate and document community dialogues about racial reparations in Newark, and working on the identity and iconography for the kit. Mikhail is one of 20 senior graphic design students who just unveiled their capstone project in the 2023 graphic design exhibition Rooted Here, a survey of landscape, legacy, memory, and mapping, currently on view as at the campus center, Whole Roads and Gallery. Right here, you can all peek and then take your way downstairs and check it out. Mikhail's capstone, titled Self-Searching Academics, brings awareness to traumatization embedded in the high school experience through a transmedia project that shares an honest and inclusive story of the high school years, its environment, and the complexities of social dynamics, providing a moment of reflection about its lasting impact. After graduation, Mikhail plans to continue their connection to Rutgers Newark through their design work as the communications assistant, for the Clement Price Institute. Mikhail also plans to land a job in a global advertising agency and support campaign work that connects people to wellness, entertainment, and human-centered services. Mikhail, please receive this award. Yosef and Chantal are not here with us today, but I hope they're watching. So I'm gonna speak a little bit about them. Chantal Perez-Corral is instinctively a research and impact-driven designer, which can be seen across her whole portfolio. She is the first member of her family to receive a college degree, graduating with a major in graphic design with a minor in art history and a 3.8 GPA. Chantal has contributed to our Rutgers community with significant projects, one of them being the design of the RUN Pantry mural in collaboration with classmate Bruno Javier. Alongside Mikhail has been part of the Visual Means collaboration on racial reparations. While attending school, Chantal also works full-time and manages freelance design work and brand identity projects within her close community. For the Senior Graphic Design exhibition, Chantal, in collaboration with fellow awardee Joseph Chavez, took the role of designing the communication, social media campaign, and press release to promote the show and highlight her fellow classmates taking on many hats: writer, photographer, photo editor, designer, everything. Her senior capstone project, also on view at the Paul Robeson Gallery, titled "To Truly Reap What They Sow," is an ode to farm workers, acknowledging the importance within the country's ecosystem. The project raises awareness and pushes for reform for Latinx migrant farm workers to improve their labor conditions and compensation. Upon graduation, Chantal plans to find a job within the crossover of design and the sports industry, and eventually taking the steps of her father's entrepreneurial spirit, she plans to lead her own design firm. Congratulations, Chantal. I hope you're watching. Now a little bit about Yosef. Joseph Chavez has consistently been a voice of inquiry and reason, providing her classmates with generous feedback and on both concept and form. Yosef is graduating with a double major in graphic design and fine art, along with a minor in art history with a 3.8 GPA, and has previously graduated with honors, receiving an associate's degree in business administration. Her main motivator is her faith, and she makes use of her design work to connect people with her beliefs, and does so in an intelligent, humble, and loving manner. She has contributed to significant projects within our Rutgers and Newark community as well, as part of the design consortium under the leadership of visiting Professor Rebecca Jampel. She took part of the design of the Miller Street Pathways to Housing Center project, including a set of murals, wayfinding, and giveaway merchandise. As a part of Visual Means, she is working with Professor Bernstein and other fellow classmates on the redevelopment of the pantry's identity. Yosef's capstone project, Roots Above, explores spiritual places that transcend time and space through the lens of eternity, employing contemporary materials such as 3D printing and vinyl graphic installations, the one you see right here when you turn to the left, to challenge audiences to think more dynamically about the divine. Upon graduation, she plans to work on communications projects that spread a message of hope in the world. So, Mikhail, are you around still? Please receive these 2 awards for your friends. I'll give them to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our next award is our Creative Achievement in Video Production Award.
Hello, I'm William Garcia. I'm a teaching instructor. It's my first time at the award ceremony, and I'm very happy to be here. And I'm very proud of our 3 excellent students here. Jacob Goodell has consistently impressed the video faculty with his creative talent, intellectual curiosity, and collaborative spirit. When I taught Jacob, he always impressed me with his self-discipline and his genuine desire to make each of his projects, through numerous rewriting and re-edits, the best they could possibly be. He's persistent, and that's a great and necessary quality for any young filmmaker. The video program is extremely proud that his film, Speculo, was selected to premiere at the 2022 Newark International Film Festival. Janelle Patel has been a truly outstanding student in the video program. He's a very hard worker and has consistently brought his impressive intellect to all his projects. In addition, I've always been impressed with his enthusiasm and his courage to share his personal side in his own work. The video program is proud to recognize Janelle for his exceptional work. Very hard worker, very diligent, and incredibly positive attitude always. Manuel Bahia has majored, in philosophy, neuroscience, and minored in legal studies, film studies, and psychology. When he approached me about taking a third major in video production. Why, I asked him. Basically, are you kidding me? His answer says all you need to know about Manuel. I just want to learn more. His profound curiosity and his capacity for deep thinking are truly impressive. In my intermediate class, he proposed making a film about his dog and cat while he was away from the house. And I asked again, really? He was so curious about what they did all day. It's a rather remarkable film, given that he somehow captured not what they did, but indeed how they felt. Thank you.
Congratulations to you all. All right, thank you. And next up, we have our Journalism Excellence Award.
Hi, everyone. Give me 1 second. Okay. And I quote, "He is an amazing young man. I think he's a special person. Start with that." End quote. So I had to start with that because that's from one of your professors. I had many conversations at length with many of your different professors. It was so difficult for me to choose quotes. This is my first year here, so I did not have the pleasure of teaching Devon. But after hearing your professors talk about you, I really, really wish that I had that chance. Just to share with you why Devon has received this award for journalism excellence this year. Quote, "He's been deeply involved with the student radio station, WRNU, and was also on staff of the Observer in the past. You're described as both an excellent student and a student leader who is not afraid to challenge authority and who does so in a thoughtful way, displaying both grace and intellect." You got another shout out for challenging authority and also for skepticism. And as a journalist, that's high praise in my field. And then finally, I wanted to share, it was really hard for me to pick out the amazing quotes that people shared about you, seriously. But I do want to share one from Professor Durst, which I think not just captures what you're like, but also what I hope the spirit of our journalism program is like as well. Professor Durst was really taken with you and taken with your work, and especially your commitment to social justice and to other people. Devon is going on to get a degree in master's in public administration, by the way. And a final quote, just to share his heart, quote, "A lot of people have to work at their social consciousness, but it's so inbred in him to be empathetic and to care." So congratulations, I'm really happy for you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, congratulations. Before I announce our next award, I just wanna provide a brief reminder, there is still food and refreshments available. Please feel free to continue to help yourselves. And our next award is going to be our Theater Excellence Award.
Hello. Hey, Jacob, thanks. My name is Rodney Reyes. I'm the Associate Director of the Theater Arts and Technology Program at NJIT. And I'm also very honored to be here today to be presenting the Theater Excellence Award. This award is given to graduating students majoring in theater who have contributed most to the theater program over their years in the college. Two things of note of that, obviously, these two individuals behind me, Francesca Ortega and Veronica Papiani, have done very well academically. So I will not speak to anything of that. Number two, I'm actually an alum of the same program that they are graduating from way back in the day, 1764, something like that. So I'm very honored to be presenting these awards to them. I want to talk a little bit about both of them specifically. Francesca Ortega, otherwise known to some of us as Frankie, I did not know her during COVID. She came into my life through emails, through communications, asking to work, asking for a job, asking to help promote the theater program. And I was like, I don't know who you are, kid. I don't. But throughout that communications, I learned to discover how invested she was in the program, how invested she was in trying to spread word that we had this great program and great shows on both the Rutgers and NJIT campus. And when I finally got to meet her in person after COVID, it was really great to finally put a person to this sort of email face that I sort of came up with in my mind. And throughout the next couple of years out of COVID, I've also learned to discover how talented Frankie was. As a playwright, as a creative writer, as a poet, she just blows my mind with her writings. She has been part of our Newark Playwrights Festival, where we take in new works through students. She has participated in that. She was also involved in our Directors Project, where our students put on their own one student-run production, where she really challenged herself creatively in terms of casting and in terms of the play that she chose. In rehearsals and sort of being around the whole theater community, she just has this great big smile on her face that is very infectious. And I just couldn't help but spread that sort of joy around when she was around. And I'm very sad to say that with you leaving, that sort of light will be gone for a long, long time. Go ahead and cry, you're okay. Next, I want to talk about Veronica Papiani. I got to know Veronica before she was even a freshman. She was one of those eager kids, just like Frankie, who came in as a senior in high school. And I was like, who's this kid? Get this kid away from me. What does she want to do? And she was just basically bothering us in the office, wanting to learn the ropes, wanting to learn a little bit more about theater. And lo and behold, after that sort of senior internship, she came to Rutgers as a freshman. As well, during those COVID years, what I have come to see from Veronica was how talented she was as an actress. From her humble beginnings, doing a remote play, musical type of a thingamabob, to getting leads after leads in our musicals and our straight plays, being one of the stronger pillars of our theater society and community within her peers. She is one that anyone can go to. She is one of those trusted people that not just students, but faculty and staff can go to for some advice. She has wisdom beyond her years. She has compassion beyond mine. And she is one of those most talented people that you can ever meet. So Again, I don't know academically how they've done. I'm sure they've done really well. They're up here. But creatively, as a theater person, as an artist myself, I think these two people behind me, hopefully they're smiling or they're crying, hopefully you're crying, know that their art can reach people. And I think that's what artists do well, communicate a story, an emotion, a concept. And these two people behind me, I hope, and I'm pretty sure will be two of the front runners in the coming future as artists to share that sort of knowledge and heart and warmth to the world. So congratulations, Francesca. Congratulations, Veronica.
All right, congratulations, everybody. Now we would like to welcome Dr. Roma Freeman, Chair of the Biological Sciences Department, to the stage to announce the department's 2023 awards.
Of course, everything with boss. Sure. Something. Okay. Well, as you can see, we have a number of awards to give for the biology department. This really is a special day, and it's a real pleasure to celebrate the accomplishments of our wonderful students and to see not only where they've come from, but also where they're going. And it's really exciting. So the first award that I'd like to give out is the Bessie Dolgan Memorial Award. And this is an award that is given to a student who is already accepted in medical school. And I'm happy to give this award to Andrew Lee. And as you see, Andrew has already received a few awards today, so he's really an outstanding student, and he's going to be just going up the hill to NJMS to start his medical studies in the fall. So we're really very excited for him. The next award is for the Biological Sciences Health Professions Career Award. And this is an award that's given to students who are going on in the health professions, not necessarily to medical school, to any health professions. And I'm delighted to call Ahmed Mohawad and Mark Tedros, who are both going on to dental school. Ahmed is going to dental school at NYU, and Mark is going to dental school at Tufts University. And so I'm very pleased to present them. Ahmed. The next set of awards is given for excellence in scholarship in the biological sciences. And these are students who have maintained a 4.0 GPA through their time here at Rutgers. And so they're truly outstanding students. So I'm delighted to give these awards to Ashot Kirakosian. Did I get that right? Okay. Dijane Anderson, I don't think is here. Imtiaz Ahmed, who is here behind me. Mohammed Ihad Balan, who could not be here today, and Zalia Martin. I don't know if she is here. So, Ashot. Oh, Dijane? You are here. Okay. Congratulations. Imtiaz. Okay, excellent. Well done. And yes, give them their due, absolutely. And the final award for the biology department is for excellence in research. This is the John Kiosian Award, and it's for a senior who's shown exceptional promise in the field of biological research. And I'm delighted to present this to Rebecca Krupek. And Rebecca is going to be continuing to do research. She's going to be working in a lab up at NJMS up the hill. So Rebecca, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. And now Dr. Bill Husby will present the 2023 Chemistry Department Awards.
All right, so the chemistry department has 5 cash awards for 5 truly outstanding seniors. First, I want to announce the Charles Sabat Award for Excellence in Inorganic Chemistry goes to Ashwini Patel, who earned high grades in both inorganic chemistry courses, and she worked for 2 semesters doing inorganic chemistry research in Dr. Yekli's lab. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here tonight. Ashwini had 2 majors, chemistry and biology. She's planning for a master's in biomedical science while applying for medical school. So congratulations, Ashwini. The next award I want to present is the Hugh W. Memorial Thompson Award, given to a graduating senior for excellence in one of the subdisciplines of chemistry. This year, the award goes to Leanna Originus for excellence in analytical chemistry. Leanna first graduated from Rutgers-Newark with a major in anthropology and a minor in mathematics in 2017. Soon thereafter, she found employment as a retail pharmacy technician for about 4 years, and then grew into a position as an infusion pharmacy technician for another 2 years. During those years working with medicines, Leanna wanted to learn more about the chemical underpinnings of these substances. Ultimately, that led to her rejoining Rutgers-Newark in 2020 to study for a second degree, this time in chemistry. Ultimately, like all of our awardees this year, she wants to study for yet another degree, in this case, her master's degree. But next, she'll be seeking work as a chemist, ideally in the pharmaceutical industry, of course, as she says, after some well-deserved rest and relaxation. Congratulations. All right, the third award I'd like to present is the Harold A. Fales Memorial Award. The chemistry faculty selects the most outstanding chemistry major for this Fales Award. And this year, the award goes to Nasser Abouli. Nasser came to the United States from Palestine near the start of 2018, and he enrolled in Rutgers-Newark as a chemistry major after earning an associate's degree from Hudson County Community College in 2020. With a near perfect GPA, he had the best academic record among the chemistry class of 2023 seniors. Additionally, Nasser worked diligently on a research project in Dr. Prokopchuk's lab to synthesize a new nickel complex for use as an economical alternative to the expensive palladium-based catalyst in current use for some key chemical reactions. So Nasser graduated in January 2023 as a chemistry major and biology minor. He's currently working as assistant manager of his family's grocery store in Manhattan and will soon be applying for admission to medical school. So congratulations, Nasser. Our last award is our General Chemistry Teaching Award. The chemistry department offers several large lab courses. We're able to do this only with the help of talented graduate students and undergraduate students as teaching assistants, or TAs, in our general chemistry, world of chemistry, and organic chemistry labs. A donation made specifically to honor the general chemistry teaching assistants allows us to make 2 cash awards tonight to 2 terrific TAs. One award winner is Lena Schumacher, who woke up feeling unwell this morning and decided it'd be best not to attend today's event. I agree. So briefly, Lena was a biology major with minors in chemistry and mathematics. And after graduation, Lena plans for her next degree, a master's degree in microbiology and immunology, ultimately aiming for a position in pharmaceutical research. So congratulations, Lena. And the other winner is here today. This is Imani Rowling, who worked as an undergraduate TA with Dr. Sobers in our department, who told me that Imani is exceptionally adaptable and exhibited great creativity in how she relayed information to her students. Imani is a biology major and psychology minor. One of her outside activities recently was her service as a community population health intern at Newark's University Hospital. Undoubtedly, this must have sparked an interest in the field with her, as she will now be attending SUNY Downstate Health Sciences University for her next degree, a master's in public health. So congratulations, Imani. So let's just please join me in congratulating all these great award winners.
please welcome Dr. Alexander Gates from the Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences to the stage to present the Herbert P. Woodward Memorial Award.
Thank you. Good afternoon. So H.P. Woodward, people have probably seen his name around. He was a dean here many years ago. So there's a dorm and a lecture hall named after him. And so the award this year, we're going to go to Tanisha Flax. And she is another one of the great students we get from Essex County College coming to our program. And so she majored in the hardest major there was in our department, which is engineering geology, and was a unanimous choice for the award this year. In addition to that, she worked the entire time she was in school and still achieved the high GPA, the highest GPA of the class. She did research. She worked as an intern in a company. We had anything that I needed, any crazy idea I had along the department, I could always count on Tanisha to volunteer to do it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do when she leaves. So I'm very proud to present the H.P. Woodward Award to Tanisha Flax.
Thank you. Next, we will welcome Dr. Vlad Knoll, Chair of the Department of Economics, to the stage to present our 2023 Morris H. Beck Student Achievement Award.
Hello, I'm glad that I have the opportunity to present Morris Beck Award in Economics to our student, Serai Lalo. And also, I have to say that I'm pretty impressed that she obtained such great results in a difficult period due to pandemics. And if we are talking about great results, she not only has great results in economics, but also in chemistry and biology. And she is interested to continue her studies in the medical field. So again, I congratulate Serai and I wish her success in her future career.
Now, Dr. Belinda Edmondson, Chair of the English Department, will present our next 4 awards.
Good evening. On behalf of the Department of English, I would like to recognize the extraordinary achievements of our award winners who best represent the diversity of excellence that is Rutgers-Newark. Among them is a first-generation college student, a mental health and education advocate, an ESL tutor, and a military institute graduate. Many are graduating summa or magna cum laude, all with close to perfect GPAs. Some intend to go to graduate school. Some are going on to employment. They are, all of them, extraordinary. Today, we will honor them with gifts that include books published by our eminent faculty and some cash. The Certificate of Excellence recognizes high-achieving seniors in the field of English. We have 2 awardees for the Certificate of Excellence, one of whom is not here, but one is, Olatunji Kunu. Olatunji's professors describe Olatunji as a conscientious and dedicated student. Olatunji plans to become a therapist, but hopes to continue creative writing in future. The Louis Zocca Award is awarded by the family of English Emeritus Professor Dr. Louis Zocca to the student who exemplifies outstanding excellence in the study of literature. This year's winner is Nur al-Hoda El Said, who is graduating with a degree in both English and urban education. Neural Hoda's professors describe Neural Hoda as vocal, analytical, and a shrewd observer. Neural Hoda is very active on and off campus, tirelessly supporting issues she cares about. She is president of the student body and founder of the Global Issues Committee at Rutgers-Newark. She will continue her education with a master's in international education from Teachers College at Columbia University. Congratulations, Neural Hoda. As it turns out, Daenerys is here. So we have a certificate of excellence also for Daenerys Lorenzo. Daenerys's professors describe Daenerys as exceptional, thoughtful, and an exceptionally polished writer. Daenerys has been a volunteer and writing tutor during her entire academic career at Rutgers, describing her mission as one to, quote, uplift students and make them more comfortable with their craft, unquote. She plans on a career in conflict resolution and negotiation, using her writing to empower underrepresented communities. Congratulations, Daenerys. The David Diorio Award is awarded by the family of David Diorio to a graduating senior for outstanding academic achievement. This year's winner is Mia Alexandra Herrera. Mia is an honors student, majoring in English and minoring in social justice. Mia's professors describe her as incredibly thoughtful, insightful, and an excellent presenter, and occasionally hilarious. Mia plans on getting a teaching certificate and working as a high school English teacher, and hopes eventually to get a PhD in English. Congratulations, Mia. The Madison Bates Award is awarded to a graduating senior in the Newark College of Arts and Sciences who has demonstrated outstanding excellence in the study of literature. This year, the Madison Bates Award is given to Lauren Asenzano. Lauren is a first-generation college student, a former business major come English major, and an honors college student. Lauren's professors describe Lauren as thoughtful, curious, a perfectionist, and just plain fantastic. Quote, to call her cerebral would be an understatement, unquote, wrote one. She cares so deeply about her work and cultivating knowledge and being useful to society. Congratulations, Lauren. Please join me in congratulating our winners.
We will now welcome Dr. Cornell Chang, Chair of the History Department, to the stage to present this year's History Awards.
Good afternoon. The 20th time. Well, I am delighted to be here to recognize the achievements of our exceptional majors. Our department has several awards to confer today. Our first award is the David Robert Freelander Award, which was established in memory of David Freelander, a graduate of Newark College of Arts and Sciences. It is awarded annually to an outstanding senior graduating from the college and majoring in history or pre-law. This year, we have 3 worthy recipients. Our first recipient is Catherine Cardenas. Say a few words about Catherine. Catherine, who is majoring in history and urban secondary education, has demonstrated academic excellence at Rutgers-Newark, making Dean's List every semester. Karen has also been selected for the prestigious Outstanding Urban Teacher Candidate Secondary Education Award, and was recently inducted to the Phi Alpha Theta National History Honor Society. Catherine's seminar research paper examined the roles that large families and women played in the history of migration and networking in Newark. Professor Lang Sterner writes that Catherine is a superb student
brings her best to her academic work, and that her presence in my classrooms, with her warmth, brilliance, and earnestness, elevated the learning experience for all and inspired her fellow students to strive for better. After graduation, Catherine plans on pursuing a master's in public administration and affairs. Congratulations, Catherine. Our second recipient is Patrick Connolly. Patrick, who is majoring in history and urban secondary education, was inducted into the Phi Alpha Theta National History Honor Society. He wrote his seminar paper on changes in the Newark school system before, during, and after the Civil Rights Movement. Professor Ruth Feldstein writes that all of Patrick's essays were smart, thoughtful, and well-organized. He was focused and attentive to details in his analysis of primary sources, while also being able to keep an eye on bigger picture questions. His arguments were strong and persuasive as a result. Patrick will be teaching social studies at Science Park High School in Newark. Congratulations, Patrick. Our third recipient is Mariah Ramos. Mariah, can you come to the front? Mariah, who is majoring in history and anthropology, has accumulated a long list of awards. She has made Dean's List every semester, is a member of Phi Alpha Theta National History Honor Society and the Golden Key International Honor Society, and has also been awarded the May Mandelbaum Adele Memorial Scholarship in Anthropology. Mariah's seminar research paper examined the history of the Newark government's response to drugs in the buildup to the war on drugs of the 1980s, using a range of official documents to examine class and racial discrepancies in how drug use was treated. Professor Leila Amzi Erdodula writes that Mariah was one of my best students and that she showed strengths in analyzing materials across disciplines and critically assessing them in discussions and papers. After graduation, Mariah has an interest in going to graduate school and someday teaching history at the secondary level. Congratulations, Mariah. Our next award, the Edward H. Zabriskie Award, was established in the memory of the late Professor Zabriskie. It is awarded annually to the student who consistently attains the highest grade in their history courses. It's my great pleasure to present the Edward H. Zabriskie Award to Priscilla Cruz. Priscilla, who is majoring in sociology and history, has demonstrated excellence both inside and outside of the classroom. A Bold Women's Leadership Scholar, a Bold Women's Leadership Network Scholar, Priscilla is already a member of Phi Beta Kappa and was recently inducted into the Phi Alpha Theta National History Honor Society. Priscilla's seminar research paper examined the Jewish, Muslim, and Christian communities of the Mediterranean during the 8th and 9th centuries. Professor Lance Sterner writes that he was consistently impressed by Priscilla's nimble intellect, her creativity, and the organized, patient, and diligent manner she approaches her academic work. In class, she knew how to bring a little fun into our lessons and inspired others to likewise see learning as an opportunity rather than as a chore. That seems like very high praise. After graduation, Priscilla will work as an archival assistant at the Newark Public Library's Puerto Rican Community Archives, where she is currently working as an intern. Congratulations. Our final award for this evening is the Sidney Zebel Award, which was established in honor of Dr. Sidney Zebel, a professor of British history. It is awarded annually to the student who consistently attains the highest grades in their history courses. I am pleased to present the Sidney Zebel Award to Gabriella Erica Perotti. Gabriella, who is majoring in history and minoring in art history, has demonstrated exceptional passion and dedication for the field of history. She's been on the Dean's List every semester and was recently inducted into the Phi Alpha Theta National History Honor Society. Gabriella's seminar research paper provides a careful analysis of the Great Migration of African Americans from the South to the North in the early 20th century. Professor Melissa Cooper writes that Gabriella's thoughtful contributions to class conversations were surely a benefit to her peers, and her research acumen and dedication are on full display in her final seminar paper. She continues, Gabriella is a budding scholar and a stellar student of history. After graduation, Gabriella plans to attend graduate school. Congratulations, Gabriella. If we can give one final round of applause for our award winner.
Next, presenting for Computer Science Award, Dr. Joseph Everett.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm glad to announce this year's Computer Science Award to Brian Delacruz. Congratulations. I wish you bigger success in the future and keep up the excellent work. There is a certificate award and cash award. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Elliott. We will now welcome Dr. John Randall back to the stage to present our 2 awards for mathematics.
Okay, so we have 2 awards. One is the Samuel Greitzer Award. Samuel Greitzer was a former professor in the department. He founded the US Math Olympiad, which feeds into the International Math Olympiad, the premier international competition for high school students many years ago. And the award is given to an outstanding math major in the department. This goes again to the, I think, still absent William Encarnacion. I wanted to give him his due, however. He was truly an outstanding student in our department. He's a major in math and minoring in data science. And when I was soliciting nominations, he was cited by people in math, computer science, and data science. In particular, Professor Bruno Richard, who advised him for an honors thesis, spoke very highly of him. And unfortunately, he's not here. We do also have the Ingrida Solotova Award, which is given to an outstanding female math student. Ingrida actually is someone I knew and taught. She was a Russian immigrant and an alumna of Sciences-Newark. I believe now that she's vice president for private capital at Prudential, but so, you know, who says math doesn't pay? But she was particularly interested in the position or plight of women in mathematics, and endowed this award to honor women, girls, or females in mathematics, because she believed that they should be honored for being good and not just being good for a girl. And it gives me great pleasure to present this award to Zerish Queen. She is definitely good and not just good for a girl in math. She has also been involved with HLLC. She has also been involved with the UTEC program, the teacher program, and she is contemplating going on to do a PhD in math. Congratulations.
Awesome. Unfortunately, Dr. Rafaela Del Rosa, professor and chair of the philosophy department, couldn't be here today, but we'd like to bring up Melanie Gonzalez. to receive the College Reading Award. This award is presented to graduating philosophy major who has demonstrated academic excellence in their discipline. Congratulations.
We'll now welcome Dr. Claudia Stan to present our 2023 Betty Scoopy Thompson Prize.
Good afternoon. The Betty Scoopy Thompson Prize is given for an outstanding record of achievement in the study of undergraduate physics. And this year it goes to Sebastian Marte, who was also recognized today as a CAR scholar. And he's maintained a very good academic record, being major in both physics and computer science. But what I want to highlight here is that he also did 4 semesters of undergraduate research. And the highlight of this highlight is the fact that he is a co-author on a physical review fluids paper that came out this spring. And I want to say a couple of words about his involvement, because the papers are a collaborative endeavor, but Sebastian had a very specific role in it. So the paper is about the fact that he discovered that little droplets of water, when they freeze, they move, and we explained that this is because they behave like rockets. And it was originally a hypothesis which had to become something proven, and Sebastian's role was to analyze hundreds and hundreds of images to extract kinematic information about our experimental data. And he did that not only very well, but he also worked very hard and did it fast, which actually allowed us to actually, for him to get out of the undergraduate with a published paper that he can actually point into and say, this is what I did. And also this actually allowed us to get some, advantage of it being among the first to discuss about the idea. So for this and for the overall achievements, I hope to join me congratulating Sebastian and wish him the best for the future.
To present the 2023 Department of Political Science Awards, we welcome to the stage Dr. Hyacinth.
Hello again, serving double duty as split faculty here. I want to present the Heinz Silbach Award to Saloom Bukhari. This award is presented to the graduating student with the highest grade point average in political science. I met Saloom 2 years ago, and to say she's driven is an understatement. All of the faculty agree that she's extremely intelligent, poised, and supremely ambitious. So I wish her well and congratulations on the award.
Congratulations. We will now welcome to the stage Dr. Gerard Lamort to present this year's Department of Psychology Awards.
Congratulations to everyone. This is so exciting to be a part of this event every year. Okay, so for psychology here, first we have the Lillian Robbins Award to Marceli Alfield. She has made an exceptionally valuable contribution over the last year in working in our social and affective neuroscience lab. And she examined effects of early cigarette smoking abstinence on affective experience and underlying brain responses. She has excelled at every phase of the research process, including data collection, analysis, and writing. And due in large part to her intelligent and creative hard work, this research project is headed in a very promising direction. Marceli goes above and beyond, both in her classes and in the laboratory. Her work has also earned her the distinction of honors in the major of psychology. So congratulations, Marceli. Well, what do you think? What is that? What do you think? 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 What do you think Okay, next we have Thomas Muosa, but is he not here? Are you here, Thomas? No, okay. All right, then for the Lourdes Casal Award, we have Francesca Ortega. She has excelled in both community psychology and stereotyping, prejudice, and discrimination, 2 of our courses. Each semester, she is vocal about the injustices oppressed communities and populations have held. She clearly is passionate about developing a career that intersects with journalism and psychology to advocate for marginalized voices. So congratulations, Francesca. Okay, Thomas Mosa again receiving this award too. He got 2 awards. But lastly, we have the Mei Fei Cheng Award. So this goes to Amy Shaw. She won the competitive summer undergraduate research fellowship in the summer of 22 and has been working on a project involving positive social sharing as a form of emotion regulation. She recently presented her work in the Honors College Poster Presentation Day and received rave reviews. In the lab, she is attentive, reliable, and always willing to help with additional projects. She's an excellent student and lab member. So congratulations to Honor.
All right, now I'd like to bring to the stage Dr. Jason Bird, Chair of the Department of Social Work, who will be presenting the next 5 awards.
Hi, I'm Jason Bird. I'm the chair of social work, and I have the privilege of being able to honor a handful of our extraordinary social work students today. The first award is the Phyllis J. Peterman Book Award. So Dr. Peterman was devoted 47 years to Rutgers University. I'm sure many of you know her. She served as our chair in our department for nearly 30 years. She was and continues to be a very strong advocate for all Rutgers-Newark students. And this book award was established in 2019, the year that she retired, in order to honor a high-achieving and dedicated BSW student who plans to continue their studies in a Master's of Social Work program. And this year we present the award to Sharonda Martin. Sharonda is one of our non-traditional students who's been working for Rutgers since she was 19 years old and has been interning at Covenant House, Newark, serving runaway and homeless youth over the last year. She's one of our most passionate social work students that we've had, and her ultimate goal is to transform our educational system, and she'll continue to inspire change and make a difference. The second award is the Academic Excellence and Leadership Award, which is given for overall academic excellence and demonstrated leadership abilities. This year, we present the award to Rose Pratt. There you are. Rose is a respected leader among her peers, and she serves as the president of the Social Work Student Organization, an organization that had kind of gone on hiatus, as probably many organizations did during COVID. And she has spent this last year kind of revitalizing it and really getting it into a good space to hand over to the next group of students. She is also an outstanding intern with the Newark Superior Court, where she provides services to some of our most vulnerable individuals in Essex County. And she'll continue her studies, doing amazing work in the MSW program at Clark Atlanta. Congratulations. The next award is the Academic Excellence in Social Work Award, and this is presented for overall academic achievement and excellence in the study of social work. This year, we present the award to Tatiana Eichelson. There you are. She completed her internship with the Center for Family Services, where she provided case management, counseling, and outreach for at-risk families, and she plans to continue her work through the MSW program at Rutgers this summer. So congratulations. Just 2 more. Dean James Plummer was an advocate for all Rutgers students, but especially University College students. And the Dean James Plummer Award was established over 20 years ago in order to honor a University College student who excels both academically, but also in extracurricular activities that positively enhance the campus and our community life. And today we present the award to Ariadna Juarez Lopez. She is one of our social work majors at the Brookdale campus, and she has served as the president of Phi Alpha. She was also a leader last year in Phi Alpha, and we were extremely proud of the work that she does in the department, and she has been a real leader on our campus as well as Brookdale's campus. Congratulations. And last but not least, we're going to do the Excellence in Field Practice Award. So as many of you probably know, the Department of Social Work is proud to answer the chancellor's call for public engagement. We do that. One of the ways we do that is linking students with local internships in the local agencies for internships. According to the Points of Light Foundation, each BSW student during they do 420 hours of internship every year. And it's estimated that is about $10,000 worth of services to the agency. So it's a remarkable contribution that our program is able to give to the Newark community. And the Excellence in Field Practice Award is given to a student that has high achievement, commitment, and professionalism in field internship. And today we celebrate Blanca Pagan with this award for her work with at-risk youth in the Jersey City Public Schools. She earned the highest remarks for her initiatives, assessing the strengths and needs of her clients to ensure that they would graduate from Jersey City schools. And the highlight of her service was the creation of the sensory room. We're very proud. So just one more round of applause for all.
Please welcome Professor Kurt Schock to the stage for the presentation of the Department of Sociology and Anthropology Awards.
Thank you, and good afternoon. On behalf of the Department of Sociology and Anthropology, I'm pleased to present 2 awards to 2 extraordinary students. The first award is the Rumney Award, which is in honor of Jay Rumney, a former professor of sociology at Rutgers Newark. The award is given to the most outstanding sociology major. The Rumney Award goes to Aliyah Almonte, a graduating senior who's majoring in sociology and minoring in criminal justice. Aliyah was born in Camden, New Jersey. Due to her personal experiences with crime and injustice, she focused her studies on learning about their causes. She excelled in her classes, attained a 3.9 GPA, and was inducted into Phi Beta Kappa. After college, Aliyah will take a gap year and teach in the Newark School District as a bilingual Latin history teacher. She then plans to attend law school and work in public interest law in order to help victims of sexual violence, abuse, and injustice. We look forward to her continued success. Okay, the second award is the Huberman Award, which is in honor of Joni Huberman, a 1979 graduate of Rutgers Newark. The award is given to an anthropology major who demonstrates a commitment to the discipline, academic excellence, original insight, and a concern for humanistic values. The Huberman Award goes to Dianiris Lorenzo, a graduating senior who's double majoring in anthropology and English and minoring in sociology. She too excelled in her classes, earned a 3.9 GPA, and was inducted into Phi Beta Kappa. Dianiris has served as a mentor with organizations such as the Career Pathway Initiative and the Cornwall Center, and has helped first-generation college students transition from high school to college. She intends to pursue a master's degree in conflict resolution and to empower the BIPOC community. We look forward to her continued success as well. Congratulations.
Now, Dr. Jason Cortez, the chair of the Department of Spanish and Portuguese Studies, will present the next two awards.
Buenas tardes, boa tarde. That's all I know. This whole speaking Spanish thing, I've been faking it for years, so. I have the privilege of, where are my students at? I have the privilege of introducing you to two students and two awards. The first one is for academic excellence in Portuguese and Lusophone world studies. And the second one is for outstanding achievement in Spanish and Hispanic civilization. The first award goes to Kathy Barros. Aplauso, please. This award goes to a graduating senior who's demonstrated outstanding academic achievement in the study of Portuguese, Brazilian, and Lusophone African literature, culture, history, and of course, language. Kathy has been our student now for quite a few years. My colleague Luciani Castillo, who's could not be here today, was singing her praises. She said, and I quote, she is one of the most, and I can't do her accent, so I'm sorry about that. She's one of the most enthusiastic students ever. She's a hard worker, positive attitude, a true inspiration. And she in fact said, one of my favorite students of all time. Yes, she said that. She shouldn't say that, but she did say it. We do have favorites. Oh my God, I said that. So, Kathy? All right. Our second award goes to Dejanay Anderson. I had the privilege today of actually inducting Dejanay into the, what is it called? The Spanish Honor Society. And we were very excited. We actually had a ceremony around 1 o'clock. There was no hard liquor, there was only coffee, but hey, we do what we can. This award, the Outstanding Achievement in Spanish and Hispanic Civilization, this award recognizes outstanding academic achievement, superior contribution and commitment to the Spanish language, culture, and civilization. Dejanay was described by various faculty, especially Francisco Javier Castro. He described as a great student, deeply engaged, enthusiastic, really an excellent student. As you know, Dejanay also got the award for biology. So, Professor Isadora Grevan said, she's one of the best. Again, I can't do the accent thing, so I'll practice that next time. So, Dejanay. Gracias.
Thank you. And next, I welcome to the stage Dr. Lynette Mulwiney, Chair of the Department of Urban Education, and Dr. John A. Wingfield, Director of Field Experiences, to present our next awards. Right, thank you, and good evening, everyone. Tonight I will be presenting the Outstanding Teacher Candidate in Secondary Education. But I wanted to start by saying that one thing that most people have in common is that when you ask them who their favorite teacher was or who had an impact on them, the answer comes to them immediately, because we all have had that experience. And so it is a pleasure to work every day with teacher candidates like the ones we have up here and some more in the audience here. And I will be introducing Catherine Cardenas. Catherine Cardenas is a member of Kappa Delta Pi and also a member of Bold Women's Leadership Network. Catherine was a breakout teacher candidate during her time as a history teacher candidate in Newark Public Schools. Catherine was among the favorites of all Catherine was critical and thoughtful about her instruction, and with that, she really stood out as an outstanding teacher candidate, and so we have both a monetary award, a plaque, and a certificate. Thank you.
I have the pleasure today to give an award that's not in your program, so keeping you on your feet. This is the Sterling Scholar Educator Growth Award. This award highlights a senior pre-service teacher that has demonstrated continued growth and improvement as they work towards their future careers as educators. And today I get to give that to Sunbul Khurshid. Sunbul, yeah. Sunbul is a dual biology and urban ed major. After graduation, she has secured a job and she will be a 9th and 11th grade biology and biochem teacher here at Sciences-Newark High School in Newark. And the last award is our Department Recognition Award for Future Teachers, which are for juniors who are rising into seniors. We have 3 recipients of the award today. Unfortunately, they are not here. But the first recipient, this award highlights students that have been performing well in urban education courses and have a shining future as a prospective teacher. Our first recipient is Crismeldi Jimenez, who is a dual English and urban ed major. Our second recipient is Zena Abunashra, who is a dual history and urban ed major. And the last is Benalini Sivanesan, who is a dual English and urban ed major. Thank you.
Please welcome Dr. Jill Josephson to the stage to present the Department of Women's and Gender Studies for the 2023 award.
Good afternoon. We've made it to W. I'm really delighted to be here, and this is one of those days when you're really happy to, you remember how happy you are to be part of this beloved community where being rebelliously brilliant is rewarded. So it's been an exciting afternoon to hear about all of our excellent students. There are 2 Women, Gender, and Sexuality Studies, actually is our name now. Women, Gender, and Sexuality Studies Awards that we will be giving this year. The first, the Beth Nimi Award, is named for a late faculty member in Women and Gender Studies. Titalea Afalabi is our recipient. She is unfortunately not here today. I had the joy to have her as a student in 3 of my classes, as well as she did an independent study with me on Black feminist thought, and she is wonderful. I'm very pleased that she is receiving that award this year. The other award that I have the delight to give today is the James Creedle Award, the Dean James Creedle Award. I had the honor and privilege to know Dean Creedle, and he will always be Dean Creedle to me. He passed away just recently, but he was a lifelong member of the Rutgers University Newark community and gave so much to the community. He was one of the first staff persons I met when I first came to Rutgers University Newark. The Dean James Creedle Award is given to a student who has demonstrated leadership through scholarship and activism by improving the scholarly, political, and personal lives of LGBTQ students at Rutgers University Newark and in the broader community. And this award this year goes to Jubilee Resaj. Yes. And because I knew Dean Creedle, I can say that he would be very proud of the work that you have done. So Jubilee's work she is both an anthropology major and a women, gender, and sexuality studies major. And she has brought her coursework and her studies in anthropology, women, gender, and sexuality studies, LGBTQIA studies, and disability studies to her senior thesis project, which is both scholarship and activism. Jubilee talks about disability as a lived experience and her project centers the experience of Newark youth in particular. In her thesis, she argues that people with different abilities are experts in their own experience and should be part of making policy as experts. So that's part of the scholarship of her senior thesis, but the activism part is that she has been working with Newark youth and educators and parents to form a commission on people with disabilities in the city of Newark, and that is in the process of happening. So please congratulate Jubilee, who plans to be a teacher working with students with disabilities.
Next, to present the 2023 Cassie Edward Miller Award, please welcome Mrs. Stephanie Calixto to the stage.
Good evening. The Cassie Edward Miller Award is given to a graduating senior in recognition of their outstanding academic achievement, community service, and contributions made to multicultural understanding on campus. Valerie is the first-generation college student who was awarded a full-time ride to Rutgers University to complete her bachelor's degree in psychology. Along with being a full-time student, she received a full-time position at Dow Jones as a marketing coordinator. All her life, she has worked immensely hard to get to where she is now. She wouldn't have done it without her mother, Carla, and her husband, Alejandro. She is also incredibly thankful for everyone who has supported her along the journey. Her faith is what has helped her get through tough and difficult moments, but overall, it has built her to the woman she is now. This year's recipient is Valerie Mena Maldonado. Congratulations.
All right, I have the pleasure of presenting our next award, which is the Dean of Academic Services Award. So this award, this award is presented annually to a graduating senior for their outstanding leadership and service. This year's recipient is an incredible student and student leader. I've gotten to work closely with her as she's one of our peer advisors in the Office of Academic Services Peer Advisor Program. She's always there to lend a helping hand and serves as a role model to all of the students in the SASN community. She has excelled in her academics during her 4 years here at Rutgers University, Newark, and I'm really excited to watch her continue her academic journey as she's been accepted to Duquesne School of Pharmacy for this fall. So congratulations to our 2023 Dean of Academic Services Award recipient, Ms. Elizabeth Aubrey. And now I'm going to welcome to the stage Mr. Joe Walsh, who is the Assistant Director of Off-Campus Programs in the RU Division of Continuing Studies, to present our Dean Norman C. Miller Award.
Thank you. I was typing my notes earlier when the power went out of my house. So I had this, and then I realized about 10 minutes ago that, like many of you, I cannot read my handwriting either. So we're going to wing it a little bit. So I'm very proud to be here to present the Dean Norman C. Miller Award. This award is in honor of the founding dean of University College Newark. The Norman C. Miller Award is presented to a University College Newark student who has completed the largest number of credits and has the highest GPA in the college. So today the award, I also represent the Rutgers off-campus community. Rutgers University extends as the access to the state university to community college locations around the state, where we send Rutgers faculty to teach Rutgers classes to students who are what we call location bound, who live too far from the main campus to reasonably commute to one of the regional universities at Newark, New Brunswick, or Camden. And we are very proud to extend that service as part of the state university, as part of public education, to students who would otherwise not receive a Rutgers degree. So today's recipient is Jana Swanin, who is a double major in social work and psychology and maintained a 4.0 GPA throughout her stay at Rutgers. And one note about Jana's internship, she worked with the New Jersey Reentry Corporation, which is Governor McGreevy's foundation, working with citizens who are involved in the court system and in New Jersey residents who are veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces and who are re-entering society, sort of connecting them to job training, mental health services, housing services, etc. And Gina has done an excellent job with them and looks forward to working with the veterans and other clientele like in the Reentry Corporation after she completes her MSW, which she started in just a few weeks at Monmouth University and in pursuit of an LCSW eventually. So we're very proud to present this award to Jana Swan.
Next, please welcome to the stage Assistant Dean Yao Appiah for the Yolandi Rubianis Memorial Award.
All right, good evening, everyone. Today I'm presenting the Yolandi Rubianis Memorial Award. It's a plaque awarded annually to a graduating senior who, in overcoming adversity, has achieved distinction as a student. This year, the recipient of this award is an individual who embodies the true meaning of determination, persistence, and courage. She has fought tirelessly in overcoming life and health challenges to accomplish a goal and a dream that began 18 years ago at Essex County College and nearly 11 years at Rutgers University in Newark. She is a mother, a grandmother, a military veteran who truly enjoys working with children. In 2 weeks, she will have the opportunity to finally walk across the stage and earn her bachelor's degree as part of the graduating class of 2023. I am pleased to present the Yolandi Rubianis Memorial Award to Kim Hiroka. Unfortunately, Kim could not join us here tonight, but she is watching at home with her family, and she wanted me to share her gratitude and express her appreciation for this honor that the university and the School of Arts and Sciences has bestowed upon her. Thank you.
Last, but certainly not least, we welcome Ms. Cynthia Hawkins to the stage to present our final awards of the evening, the Tau Sigma National Honor Society Awards.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you. I am here this evening to present to you the Tau Sigma National Honor Society Award, which recognizes and promotes the academic excellence of transfer students enrolled into the Newark College of Arts and Sciences and University College Newark with a grade point average of a 3.5 or higher. This year, this award is presented to 5 outstanding young scholars who have all maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA during their time here with the university. And so among me with the 5 recipients, I have a little bit of information to share about them with you. Mr. Brian Herrera is a political science major with a minor in legal studies. Brian is planning to enter law school in the fall 2024, and they are currently the town clerk of the city of Perth Amboy. Miss Lena Yu Miss Lena Yu. Lena is a psychology major with a minor in youth development and juvenile justice. Lena's plans is to pursue certificates in various fields and then on to graduate school. Next with me is Miss Jana Sus. Yes. Jana is completing a dual degree in a bachelor's of social work with a bachelor's of psychology. Jana has been accepted into the master's in social work with a specialization in clinical practice in families and children at Monmouth University, where she will begin this fall. In addition is Santini. Yes. And so Santini has a major in computer science with a minor in data science. Santini's post-degree plans is that upon graduating from the university in January 2023, they join United Health Group right after completing their degree. They are working full-time as a software engineer associate there, but they recently got an offer from Morgan Stanley, New York as an internal technology audit analyst. And lastly, I have Saloom Bakari. Saloom, who we have met also this evening. Saloom is also one of our Tau Sigma recipients as well, who is also completing their degree from the university. Please join me in giving all of these scholars a round of applause. Thank you.
Wow, what an incredible group of students. Congratulations to all the families, friends, faculty, and staff who support you throughout your academic journey here at Rutgers University North. Please join me one more time in congratulating all of our amazing recipients that are here and not today.
We would also like to recognize all the folks whose planning and dedication made this event possible. Thank you to the gourmet dining team, the Office of Reservations, Seth Cohen, one of our very own students and photographer for the event, and our event coordinators, Dean Catherine Perez, Ms. Vanessa Garcia. All of your hard work is greatly appreciated by us all.
On behalf of the School of Arts and Sciences Newark, we'd like to thank you all for coming, tuning in through our live stream. And to conclude this evening, we would love for all of our recipients to please come to the stage for a large group photo. We hope that you all enjoy an amazing evening and congratulations again.
Come on up and we will organize everyone for a photo. And set. One more. Good shot.